Hey everybody, Koosemose here with a brand new game. It is a JRPG in the classic style, particularly styled after the PS1 era RPGs. We are playing Earthlock, Festival of Magic. Came out September 2016. I'm just now getting a chance to play it from Snow Castle Games. And let's go ahead and jump right in. A very lovely kind of loading screen with a bit of tips. So we've got traps. Okay. We'll presumably get a little more familiarity with this as we go. The ruins of the past, shrouded in mystery. Legends claim men bowed in fear and awe of a mythic civilization that ruled across all of Umbra. Godlike, harsh rulers who harnessed Amri, the magical energy they stored in our planet's core. There was an uprising. In the midst of war, Umbra shook and ground to a halt. The Amri core burst, spilling across the lands that day and night had split into. Volcanoes erupted. Tsunamis rose. And when the sea calmed, the mythic race was but a memory, and Umbra was anew. In its remains, flowers and beasts were tainted by Amri, for good and bad. Men and others struggled on. Soon, new civilizations grew. Now, Umbra is calm. In the north, the Suvian Empire rules. But dark whispers dwell in the ruins of the old. As you can see, very much in the style of the PS1 era RPGs. Obviously better graphics. Still a little cartoony. One of the interesting things is, from what I can tell, you get your characters bonded, or they fight in pairs, something like that. Suvia, House of the Great Wave. Rise and shine, Taika. Just one more class, then it's the first cadet flight mission. Ruff, ruff. Alright, we can look at pretty much everything. MTN, eh? Why can't you storm dogs have, like, regular dog appetite? Or is it just you? You just love food too much, don't you, Taika? Healing bombs, lances. We should be here, Mom. Be here to welcome me back after my first scouting mission. I got my slinger and power glove ready. Bring on the exam. Alright, can we go this way? Nope. Proper locked. All is secure at the warehouse, Commander. Excellent, soldier. Then we can move ahead. Ive, what on Umbra are you up to? Hasn't your father taught you that it's rude to eavesdrop? I'm self-stock, Commander, and I'm not up to anything. I'm going to the final combat training now. Ah, of course you are. Please forgive my harsh words. You caught me by surprise. Good luck with your exam, Cadet. Alright, that looks like all we can do. Talk to this fellow. So we're going for a combat exam, so that kind of implies we're going to get kind of our tutorial. My brother's an owl and says that High Owl Lady Lumia seems a bit worried about these moon runs. Or worried these moon runs. Wonder what's going on. Hi, Ivory. Just one more class and some of us will be flying. Glad I studied here at the Academy and not at the archive with those boring owls. I heard you snuck into the sewer canals once. That true? I'd be terrified. Heard so many slimy rumors about that place. Now you won't talk to me, apparently. I love to use traps because they won't know and boom, they go off when your opponent tries to melee attack you. Can we look at this? I'm going to read someone else's journal. Okay. How about just an open book? Nothing? Yeah. Get past there. I've got that stuff written up for you for the history exam. Okay, so a little cheatiness. Ooh, and a healing balm in a chest. Excellent. Excited about the scouting mission? I heard they're still struggling with the goblin presence. These are some high-quality firearms. Alright. Miss anybody? Don't think so. There you are, Ivory. Final combat exam coming up. I'll be overseeing it while you fight. Everyone has to complete the exam to get their flight clearance, even the General's daughter. I wouldn't have it any other way. Let's get to it. Your storm dog will have to sit this one out. Okay, ready when you are. Welcome to final combat training, Ive. We'll start with combat abilities. Combat abilities allow you to select from a list of abilities in your current stance. Using abilities in your scout stance costs both Omri and 1 turn. Select combat abilities and attack the target. Yes, ma'am. Alright, so... use our area to choose here. Gotcha. And buttons on the controller to choose which one. Alright, let's just punch him with Thunder Fist. Let's press it again to confirm, it looks like. Okay. Hive, I see that you've lost health. Items give you access to potions. Select items and use potions if your health gets low. Yes, ma'am. I mean, do we just do that because that's what she told us to? It seems kind of silly, doesn't it? And we'll do it. Let's just say if your health runs low. How do I back out? There's a different button? Yeah, okay. Let's punch him again. And again. Good work. Next you'll fight a flying creature. Remember, you'll have to use range attacks to hit it. Switch stance to access ranged abilities. Bring it wherever you got, instructor. Ive, in this lesson we'll cover stances. Stances give you different sets of combat abilities, allowing you to choose strategies depending on the enemy types. Your scout stance gives you access to melee abilities. Your slinger stance gives you access to ranged abilities. As you can see, Ive, the target is now flying and cannot be hit by a melee attack. Change to the slinger stance so you can attack the flying target. Alright, so change stance. Changing stances costs 1 turn, allowing your enemy to attack. You can set your starting stances from the pairs menu before combat begins. Alright, so now we can just lance him. I guess we just do it again because... okay. Final lesson, Ive. Combat engagement. Enemies will attempt to engage in combat if you get close enough to them, but will give up if you get too far away. The combat countdown timer is displayed when enemies attempt to engage in combat. Choose both the number of enemies and the remaining time before combat starts. Press A to get the first turn in battle before the timer runs out, or the enemies get close and strike you. The experience you gain is significantly increased by fighting more and more enemies. Be brave and bold. Gather and fight as many enemies as you dare. Approach the targets and engage both of them. Press A to get the first turn in battle before the timer runs out or the enemies get close and strike you. On it, instructor. Come on, Taika, we got this. Alright, so just kind of showing us how encounters work. So they chase after us, we got the thing to the side. Okay. And we can, oops. We want both of them. Press A and it starts. Okay. Taika, at the start of your turn you generate 1 Omri, but you use up Omri when you perform combat abilities. The rest ability is a way of generating 1 extra Omri per turn. Select utility abilities and use the rest ability if you do not have enough Omri to perform an ability. Alright, so what do we got? Water bomb, let's see what that is. Okay, let's hit one of them with it. So she'll go next, she's in her... let's have her change stance. Don't punch my dog, how rude. you've got a bow. The other one punches, so we'll hit that one. Let's hit him with fire breath. Alright, he explodes a little bit. And what does this do? Allows Taika to learn new abilities from plants and beasts. Learned abilities add to Taika's elemental knowledge, adding additional elemental immunities to elemental absorb. Interesting. I'm assuming people don't count as beasts. So let's just bite him. So the Storm Dog is basically a Final Fantasy style blue mage, it seems. Okay, so we get bonuses based on more enemies, people not dying. Alright, I can roll with that. Congratulations, cadets. This class marked the end of your cadet training. General Lavender will now announce the first scouting mission pilots. A word of caution for you selected cadets. This scout patrol is routed along the burning coast, past the Zabirum Temple and the Goblin Camp, so be careful. Thank you, Vera. Listen up. The cadets that have flight clearance for the first scout mission. Punch, Judy, Sim, Iben. General Ikubo will evaluate your performance, and trust me, I listen to what he says. You'll find the flight clearance documents on your desks. That will be all. What? Are you serious? I'm in the top 3 of the class. You deliberately took my name off, didn't you? You're speaking to your commanding officer, Ivory Lavender. Mind your language. When I don't think you or any other cadet is ready, they must remain here and train harder. You being my daughter has nothing to do with my decision. It has everything. Class dismissed. Commander Ikubo, I assume preparations are complete for my immediate departure to Anu. All is prepared, General. I have a confession. Despite all your help, I failed combat training. I wasn't going to say anything, but now that you didn't get picked, I feel bad. I don't know how I made it onto the scouting mission list. I do. My father never lets me do anything. He thinks I can't handle it, but I'll show him. Yeah, he's pretty hard on you. The least I can do to pay you back is to let you have my place. Punch, you're a good friend. Thank you so much. Come on, Taika, let's head to the flight deck. Okay, we got flight clearance. Different text. Oh, no, same things. Okay, I guess the flight deck's probably this way. Ooh. This looks a bit rusty and old. Looks pretty nifty to me. Okay, so I'm assuming the one with the talk bubbles is the one we need to talk to. We fitted new compressors on these mono scouts. Never purred better. Anybody else hiding back here? Anything interesting? Okay, not seeing anything there. And it's locked. Okay. Like we can, like, roam a really long way. I'm here for the training mission. Do you have a mono scout for me? Do you have a flight clearance documents, Miss Lavender? Yep, sure do. Absolutely. Here you go. Okay, let's get you strapped in. Very strange, this game actually uses my controller's rumble. I don't think I've played very many games recently that actually rumble. Alright. Harvest plants. Yeah, I do remember reading about that as one of the things. Meanwhile, outside the Zabirum Temple. Ha! Beat ya! Where did that fast Uncle Benjo go? I heard so much about him. I had the wind against me, boy. Ha, and I didn't? My tummy's rumbling as well. Too hungry for top speed. Yeah, all I hear are excuses. So we're here, the Zabirum Temple. Now what? Isn't it nice not knowing what's next? Doesn't that make for the most exciting adventurers, huh? Yeah, you've told me 1,000 times. Ha, since you've got the patience of a toddler, Amon, there's an, undiscovered artifact in the Zabirum Temple. Herb's tip. Another one of Herb's tips. Usually has good leads. Yes, he does. Let's head in. Alright. Let's get this lovely outside. We've got this funny little... Oh! More statue? Oh, look, we can save. Excellent. Very interesting. I can actually hear the book opening and closing. Alright, so we've got a little fly up here. Can I get up here? Appears I cannot. Let's let this thing chase us for a little bit. See if I can get... Oh, there we go. Just barely got those other three. Now, this might be a little rough, but we're going to try it. Oh man, you have Thief Stance and Blaster Stance to get the job done. Your Thief Stance, you can steal items and dollar from enemies, or use Stab to deal piercing damage. Switch to the Blaster Stance to deliver powerful exploding elemental and non-elemental attacks. Your blaster uses spud ammo, which can be found in the world or bought in shops, so remember to keep your ammo supplies topped up. Nothing worse than running out of spuds in the middle of a battle. That tells you about the time when... Come on, Uncle Benjo, I can't wait to get started. The treasure's not going to steal itself. Alright, so you just simply have Spud Blast. And since we're attacking multiples at once, I should... you know what, let's do a little theft. Okay, got $14. And I guess we'll steal from you again. I got a lot of... Oh, there we go. Boom. Alright, let's get a few attacks in now. Okay, not as much damage with the stab. Oh. Apparently, does it count as a ranged attack? Do these not actually count as flying enemies? Maybe because they're kind of low, they don't actually count? That could be it. And shoot you. I don't think stabbing you is going to do much good. Because Blood Blast, yeah. Finish him off either way. Outnumber +1, multi-enemy ×3. Okay. Seems decent enough. Now can I'm supposed to be able to move the camera around somehow. Ooh, that's... Oh, that's neat. I can change who's in the lead. Okay, that button does it too. Oh, right. The Festival of Magic Hermit. It's okay I join, right? Hmm? What? That's not an answer. Aren't you excited about it? First time they set up in Zabber. It'll be fun, sure. When I was young, back in Octo... No way, you fought in the tournament? I did. That was pretty decent. You got to the finals in the capital? Mm-hmm, that I did. Come on, don't tell me you won. You didn't, did you? Come on, let's get to work. You didn't win. Ooh, something hiding over here. Filling bombs and a fang. Suppose that's a crafting item? How do we get... Okay, classic menu button. 45 Spud Blasts. Key ingredient and talent crafting. Alright. Got tutorials, bestiaries. Oh, what they're weak against piercing. That's nice to know. Very interesting. Why does it still have... I'm just trying to figure out why... Okay, there it goes. Do you suppose there's... Nah, let's just go ahead and fight these two. I was trying to see if there's anybody else I could group them up for extra bonuses. Alright, just looking at the turn order to see if I can do this effectively. And I think I can. Because they'll both go, and then... We'll go again. Get a stab in. Spud Blast. Little Steph stole goo. Okay. Another blast and dead. Okay. Not as big of bonuses as last time. Get a very Ocarina of Time-esque overview of this temple. The Biram Temple, including the, text popping up saying what it is. I mean, other than that, this is, more RPG-ish than Zelda, but a lot of presentation does kind of remind me of Ocarina of Time. Okay, so we saw we had an enemy. We have two guys down there with a chest. And this guy here. Let's... Can I get past him? No, I can't. And I'm not going to get the drop on him either. Okay, let's see. You know what? Let's steal from this guy because it's just one. And now I can stab him. Get 2 stabs in. Save myself a touch of spud ammo. And let's see, we're fighting these things. Oh, they lose track of me around the tree? That's kind of neat. That first strike is a little underwhelming. Let's see if we can steal different things from them. Or if we deal more damage to them. Alright, stab him. Can you finish him off? Oh, not quite. Okay. Oh, don't shoot yourself. Stab him. Yeah, go ahead and just Spud Blast, finish him off. Or, not. Really thought I'd finish him off. Fangs, cores, okay. Now, can I use these? Change character, change type. Use item with X, okay. Alright, just automatically applies to whoever's the active character is, I suppose. Ooh, Fire Blast. That sounds nice. Down this way. Okay, so we've got opening in there. That's the one I scrolled to. I want to see what's down here. See if there's anything of interest. Alright. Got a thing here. Gate. Can't get through. Alright. That's just kind of like a palm tree or something of the sort. Okay, so I guess we head back up into the temple. So around here, kind of interesting statue. Can I examine it? No. Need to figure out how to get camera control. Alright, so we've got this thing here. Don't know what it is. We've got Charge Emery Attractor. Huh. So blue's going into us. Can we... Don't really see anything that tells us much. How do I... I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, charge. Oh, okay. Oh, our little... If you look really close, the bracelet on the arm, when it touched this, it turns blue. And activate. Okay. I understand now. So, this is green. We need to find a green Emery charge. Alright, well, there's really only one way we can go at the moment. Yeah, really need to get camera control. Is there any... Hang on, let's check. Oh, I don't want. Let's check options, controls. Can I not control this with... Okay, I'll have to use the mouse, apparently. Let's see. Camera... Activate camera. Mouse. So the right stick should control it. Do I need to do something to make it... active? Maybe. Or centers. No, I don't think I want this. Cancel. I mean, the right stick should control it. Right? Not sure. That's not what I wanted to do. Maybe I can't do it here. Can't get through there. Sorry about that. Just want to like to be able to see through here a little better. So maybe only certain areas we can control. Go up here. Does that get us anything useful? Red charger. And a blocked area. Okay. So, heading down this way. Ah, there we go. And the thing on our wrist turns red. Nice. So, we know we just head up here and charge this. Okay, I'm assuming since that actually affects part of our character model, that's going to be... Oh, I've got to activate this, don't I? Or, yeah. Yeah, since it's part of, like, our character model, I'm assuming that's going to be a fairly common puzzle element. Alright, so we've got green. Now, where is the green Amory? Oh, right here. I've got this, which has a blue thing behind it. Can I do something else with this? That... Okay. That opens that up. Now, do we still have the green charge? I don't know. It actually looks like our thing is yellow. It really does look yellow. Okay, will it turn blue after I do this? Are we carrying both charges? No. Alright. Let's head on through. And see what's up. We got, okay, I'm gonna guess battle because they just pulled out their weapons. Other than that, I have no idea what that thing is. So, Fire Blast is... I don't know, I guess single target? Let's give him a wallop. I do a little stealing. Ooh, stealing bomb, $35. That sounds pretty nice. Now just keep fire blasting the guy. Okay, we can no longer steal right now, so let's go ahead and give him a stab. I rest for a round. That gives me a bit more stealing, I think. Okay, so brings us to... gives us one extra, then we charge on the next round. Oh, and he's burning, too. And he burned to death right after I stole the Kiss of Life. Nice. And we leveled up with a good chunk of XP. Very nice. And we get some kind of little green thing. Here it is, an ancient disc. Looks authentic. What is it? No idea. Some ceremonial ornament? Yeah, perhaps. Well, excellent. Reckon we'll get a nice sum for it back home in Zabur. Let's go. I want to clean up the shop, or clean the shop and throw my feet on the table before we eat. It's like, shouldn't be throwing feet on the table right before you eat? Maybe that's just me. Alright. Seems like a pretty good length for a first episode. Getting to see both the combat and kind of the dungeon exploration sort of setup. I do hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you'd like to catch the rest of this series, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But until next time, catch you later.